everyone, it's Amanda here with your August 2019 RuneScope, and it's also the 6th year anniversary of my RuneScope's channel here on YouTube. I posted my first video way back in August of 2013, so I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of you for supporting the channel, all of my subscribers, those of you who stop by every month and watch the videos, my clients, especially my regulars. Many of you have been with me since the start, so I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge that and say thank you so much. This channel's grown totally organically, just from YouTube and from anybody out there who shares my videos, because I have a full-time job too, so I don't have time to do like a Twitter or a Facebook, so it's solely just this channel and the email address. So I want to thank you all for sharing my videos, liking, letting people know, recommending people to come get a reading from me, your friends and family. So I greatly appreciate it, and just wanted to acknowledge that and say a thank you to all of you. This month, along with our runes, we will be using the Cosmic Tarot, and this is by Norbert Loesch. And then, as always, you can join me for part 2 of your August reading over on Vimeo. This month, we're going to be pulling and interpreting one card from the Astrological Oracle by Antonella Castelli and Lunaea Weatherstone. It's a beautiful deck, and this deck also really will touch on like timing for things a lot more than some others, because of the astrology, you know, the moon and phases and things like that. So definitely check that out. The link is below in the box. Don't forget, your mid-year check-in RuneScope is over on my Vimeo channel as well. That's covering the rest of the year. If you didn't get a chance to check those out last month, be sure to do so this time. But I think I've covered all of the housekeeping stuff. But let's move on without further ado and see what August holds in store. Hey Virgo, let's see what the runes want to tell you about August. August 2019 for my Virgos. What is going on with Virgo? August 2019 Virgo. So as always, keep in mind, Virgo, this is not a private reading. It's a very general one for thousands of people. So some of the messages that come through are going to be for the other Virgos that are watching. So take what applies to you and leave the rest. You can always check out the video for your rising sign as well to get additional messages and information. It may clarify some things in this very general sun sign reading, but you can also set up a private session with me if you want to talk just about you. Take out the guesswork. Just email me at my email address. It's also below in the box, and we can set that up. But in general, in the present, so for most of you, this is going to be end of July into early August. Others of you, this could be the energy around whenever you're watching this video. We've got some very nice energy. We've got the World. Excellent card. This is the final card in the whole tarot deck. So it's all about completing cycles. Reaching a goal, achievement, worldly recognition. So it can often mean being promoted, getting a raise, graduating from something, moving to the next level. It's like leveling up in a video game, but you're leveling up in life with the world. It could also involve travel. You've got new beginnings indicated here. There is an element of mystery with this, though. So it could be with the rune of secrets and hidden things. Either you're kind of keeping this under your hat. You could be planning a trip, planning a vacation, planning a move. You could be planning to move, make a big move, either literally or figuratively, and you are keeping that to yourself. Or it could just be that, you know, this is you've moved into this new position, you've moved up to this next level. It could be also a relationship, taking a relationship to the next level. We're committed, or we've gotten engaged, or we're talking about marriage. It could be that as well. But But again, you're kind of keeping it to yourself, kind of keeping it under wraps, at least in the present, at the end of July into early August. Now you may decide to, maybe you're going to make a big announcement. Maybe that's why you're kind of hiding it. But yeah, it's got very good energy around it with Gaines. It's an opening up, a new project, a new life, a new path, a new relationship that is very warm. There's a very, if it is a relationship, this person is also a very good friend. So it's like you like each other, but also care about each other, right? So there's this, like being with your best friend kind of energy, but at the same time, it could be romantic. You could also be taking a trip with a very good friend. But yeah, I'm kind of almost feeling like this. I just want to get away. Let's just get away and not tell anybody. Let's take a trip and I don't want anybody to be able to reach me. It could be like I'm gonna hide from work. Like I'm taking a trip and I don't want work to be able to contact me because I just want to enjoy myself. This could also be you've taken a job and like you haven't given your notice yet. Like you've accepted a position and you're really excited about it, but you haven't told your current place of employment yet. Because it looks like that's kind of a downer here, Virgo. We'll get into why. Right now, we got the Two of Pentacles in reverse as your challenge for the month. Here's what it looks like in the upright. This is still good, though. Your challenge, though, I think, for whatever challenge there is, for whatever reason, it's a challenge to break this financial commitment or this partnership. Twos are always about usually contracts, agreements, two people or a person and an entity, you and a company, making an agreement. So breaking this agreement is going to be challenging for whatever reason. Maybe you're just like, oh, I don't know, I'm afraid how they're going to react when I tell them. Or, it's the busiest month and they're going to freak out. At the same time, though, you got Ingwas. So the reason that you're breaking this contract is because you have this awesome new opportunity and you're really excited about that. Keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on the prize, Virgo. Yeah, I mean, whatever this is that you are leaving for, that's where you are. I mean, you're just feeling like this is where I'm supposed to go, right? This is what I'm supposed to do. This is absolutely the right gig or the right job for me. And this place I'm at, not so much. But now this could also be ending one relationship to be in another one. It could be ending a marriage. Maybe it was a marriage with the Two of Pentacles. It's normally one that was more of a financial arrangement, or maybe it wasn't so much a love match or a love relationship. It was more focused on practical things, which earth signs will do. You earth signs are really more likely than any other element to marry for money or live with someone for money, or even stay living with someone because of money. Because it's that practical nature. You're always like, I gotta have stability, especially financial stability. And, that practical nature that you have just really tends to outweigh everything else. Sometimes, not all the time. You're not just your sun sign. You all have, your chart's made up of other elements and other things. But that's the energy coming through. And it's interesting because Taurus had that come up for them as well. So, at any rate, maybe a relationship like that worked for a while is just no longer working, and maybe it's time to level up to some real juicy love stuff. And you have the opportunity to do that, but it's a challenge maybe to end this relationship, to leave a marriage, to tell someone that you want a divorce, to tell someone that you've met someone else, and but at the same time, there's just like this, but then this warm fuzziness. Okay, so you're like, I'm sad about this, but I'm really excited about this. So the help that's going to be available, we do have the Lover's card in reverse. And here's what it looks like in the upright. So yeah, I mean, you're just feeling like this person is not going to take it very well. And I do feel like you're right about that for most of you. And I mean, if you have kids, it is like the, you know, maybe the disruption that it will cause that's kind of, you know, giving you pause. But what I'm seeing you doing is, well, it's going to help you if you can just confront the situation head on. Because it is a situation where it's like you have to handle this on your own, but that's going to help you to do that. It's also going to help if you do not tell anyone else about it, because it does seem like it's going to hurt this person worse or be more difficult if they find out about that other people knew you were leaving before you left, or other people knew what you were planning to do. But yeah, this is something that only you can kind of handle, and it does seem to be a bit of a process here, Virgo. So I don't know if you're going to be totally done or out of this by the end of August, but you're starting the process. Now, what also may be helping is that the person that maybe you are involved with or married to or in a relationship with, the one that you're trying to kind of get out of, maybe they haven't been the most faithful anyway. And maybe they've caused all kinds of disruption or problems around the household or issues in the marriage because they've been very kind of stubborn and selfish and all about them. And maybe there have always been, you know, there's always been unfaithfulness or something, because it does seem like for some of you, it's like the partner that you're leaving is making it very easy for you to do this, or has their past behavior has made it very easy for you to just not feel guilty about this because, you know, they never really committed to you anyway, in a lot of ways, or you never felt that anyway. Or you never felt committed to this. You never really fully invested. So whatever is ending, it's probably past time to end. We usually do tend to stay too long, but I feel like this is a situation where it's going to help you to confront it head on, to deal with it realistically and not be afraid. Don't shy away from these topics, things that have happened. Because I feel like maybe this person has pushed you away for years anyway. Even if maybe you didn't end the relationship for love, it does seem like, again, they will make it very easy for you to leave. And maybe it'll just be their attitude that will make it very easy for you to leave, or the way they act. Even though you're dreading kind of telling them or doing this, it does seem like they're going to make it very, very easy for you. Same thing with work. It does seem like you may be expecting a big production or a big, you know, oh, we can't, you know. But it does seem like they are really going to act like, they're going to play it off like it doesn't matter you're leaving. So I really, even though I don't think that's true, like they're really going to have trouble replacing you, but, or at least getting someone who does the work the way that you do it, Virgo, with all that attention to detail. But yeah, they're going to play it off like, oh, it's all right. Well, we don't care, you know. So don't stress about it, because I really feel like the response from the other either person or entity, company, is going to help you, because it's really kind of arrogant and obnoxious. And you're like, okay, well, I can leave today if you'd like. What must be accepted? We do have the 5 of Cups. So this is saying there is regret. There is, you know, even though they're hiding it, there is, but also for some of you, this could be like, you know, maybe this is like, I wish this would have worked out with this person. Maybe you were really invested at one time, but yeah, you just felt used and taken advantage of. And like there was always more than one person in the relationship, and maybe there was. Because yeah, the Five of Cups is about loss, regret, but I think for some of you, this is the other person feeling that, even though, or the company feeling that, you know. There could be someone, like if this is a work thing where you're leaving a job or leaving a company, there could be a coworker who's like, you know, gonna get it across, but in a manipulative way. It's like they're like, oh, we're not gonna miss you, but it's a lie and you can kind of see through it. This is kind of that energy of that person that'll like ask about your new job, where you're going, and then, oh, that's not a very big name, or that's not, oh, well, they aren't near as popular as we are, or their stuff is crap, or, you know, would like just like insult where you're going. This is that kind of energy. So, yeah, don't feel bad about this, because yeah, it may be kind of like they're not gonna act like the place that you're leaving or turning in your notice. They're not gonna act like they're gonna miss you, but they really are. And it may get to the point where you're like, well, maybe where you're kind of doubting, where you're like, maybe I shouldn't leave. Maybe, no, you should absolutely leave. This energy is very toxic. It's a negative energy, whether this is a relationship or energy that you're leaving, a relationship or a work situation. The outcome we've got is the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, you've never felt like you belonged in this group anyway. You're going to a place where you're gonna feel like you can depend on people, where people like you, where you actually work together as a team. And it does seem like the place that you're leaving, you haven't had that. You felt left out in the cold, and maybe everybody else earned more money than you, or you didn't feel like you were paid enough. Maybe it was always just struggle, paycheck to paycheck, and then having to put up with this negativity on top of it. Same thing if it was a relationship, marriage that you're leaving. Maybe you never felt embraced by your partner's family, or your family never liked him or her. There was this sense of someone being left out in the cold, but maybe for good reason. If they weren't a very good person, I mean, you know. But it's like, it's weird because it's like opposites. It's like you'll get the rune and then the tarot card that means the opposite, because what you have here is the absolute opposite of this energy. A group of people that they like each other, they like working together, they like spending time together. Whoever this is, if this is a new relationship that you're in, you're gonna like their family, they're gonna like yours, or you're gonna like their friends, they're gonna like yours. I just see everybody getting along really well and forming like a nice tight-knit group. Same thing at a job. It does seem like it may be a smaller company for some of you, but the people are really, really good. Some of you may have hated this place so much you are taking a pay cut to go to a smaller company. That would be a very non-earth sign like thing to do, but it happens. It does seem like, though, you know, the people are a lot better. The teamwork is a lot better. Like, people look out for each other and take care of each other. Everybody's kind of got each other's back, you know. Whereas before, or where you were at before, it was like the opposite of that. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be embraced. It's like August is a month where you've got one foot over here and one foot over here. You got one foot still in the old and feeling unappreciated or underappreciated or taken advantage of. And then you've got one foot in the awesome excitement and everybody working together and liking everybody and feeling very welcome and feeling like you are being recognized. I really don't think many of you are taking a pay cut, though, because of the World card. I really feel like this is just saying you're leaving that behind, right? It feels more emotional to me than the actual, like, money aspect of, like, loss or anything with money. It feels more like being left out in the cold or left out of the group or never feeling like you belonged, and you're moving out of that phase. Because you're leaving this company or leaving this relationship where you felt ignored or like there was no affection, a lack of affection. But meet me over on Vimeo here, Virgo. I'm going to shuffle the Astrological Oracle deck by Lunaea Weatherstone and Antonella Castelli. I want to see if we can get further advice on this energy, and especially about this. I want to see if we can get some clarity on, well, on all the opposite energies you got going on. So yeah, meet me over there. That link is below in the box. And I'll see you back here next time, Virgo. Thanks for stopping by.